When the economy changed, it did create challenges for us. And I think one of the things that we found in addition was consolidation. Medical groups are moving into our community, and in part, that can affect your referral sources. So it is even more incumbent for you to get out and cement those referral sources. As larger hospitals move in, they can set up audiology or specialty things that can affect your business, as well as certainly the downturn in the economy. So it's either most incumbent on us to consider and really implement that multi-pronged approach to marketing. Because as things get poorer, it's even more important to cement not just relationships, but also to touch your patient base. And we do that with newsletters, which is a nice soft approach because it's educational based, but will also include something like a technology upgrade or things that patients can take advantage of within a certain time frame. So I think even more so with the downturn in the economy, it's also critical to be able to market. I think with relationships, it is about more the people that you work with, and that within our industry, that's incumbent on many levels, whether it be the marketing department of what manufacturers you work with, whether it be your account manager, whether it be the customer service department, whether it be business development. All of those relationships are critical because you can have an excellent product, but without those important relationships, then you may not receive the kinds of services that are so necessary now, particularly with the impact in the economy. You know, a particular manufacturer can make a great widget, but without everything else that goes along with it, the customer service, the marketing support, just getting minor problems solved on a regular basis with your account. All of those things are very important. Plus, with the increase in some of the larger groups, I think it's also important to cement relationships in business development. Because for those who want to remain independent, I think you can establish a great relationship with the manufacturers you work with to give you that kind of support. With management consultants, many manufacturers may not specifically hire people, but they can suggest consultants that you can work with without necessarily having to go to a large group.
Excellent. And you've managed to do that over the years.
We have.
How many years is your practice?
Our practice started in 1982. We're about to celebrate our 30th anniversary coming up in November.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We started with just my wife, Louise, and I, who's also an audiologist, and my partner, both in life and in our practice. She's kind of more the chief financial officer, kind of behind the scenes, doesn't get as much credit often as she should, but toils away on a daily basis to make sure that everything on the financial side runs smoothly, as well as she also sees patients. So we grew from the two of us in 1982 to a staff of 7 audiologists now and 4 administrative support staff. We started in a small building with 700 square feet. Now we're up to about 2,200 square feet. And don't just perform just hearing aid services, but also a variety of services. We balance evaluation, cannula with repositioning, tinnitus assessment and management, as well as pediatrics, both on the diagnostic side and on the rehabilitative side. We have about 100 children that we follow and monitor in the schools with FM systems and in-service education as well.
Do you feel like having that broad array of services in your practice has helped you over the 30 years, kind of the up and the downturn in the economy and different things that have happened?
That's an excellent question, because I think it is the fact that we are multi-service and that we provide a broad array of different services is helpful, because as there's ebb and flow in the economy, it does matter. And on the other hand as well, we still have to have a multi-pronged approach, because as consolidation has occurred in healthcare, that's affected some of our diagnostics business over the last couple of years. So there is that ebb and flow that you can't just put all of your eggs in one basket. You really, in our case, we're fortunate to have to that we don't have to just depend on one particular aspect of our profession, that we can have a multi-pronged approach, which has been very beneficial for us.